Welcome to Valley Children's Stadium, everyone, the home of the Fresno State Bulldogs. And for a team whose mantra is anytime, any place, anywhere, it's always good to be home. And these fans have shown out for the clash we have ahead of us. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Memphis Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Fresno State will kick it off and we will be underway. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So the Memphis Tigers offense will get the first possession of the game. And here comes this quarterback. When he takes the field, he brings a certain swagger and charisma out. Not only the entire team, the entire stadium seems to feed off of.
You can feel it. It's different. It's special. Guys like this don't come around very often, but he makes the whole team better, but the belief is strong because he continues to make plays and be there for his team every time they need.
And the Tigers want to move quickly. White going to attack through the air. He looks that one in nicely. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll try the run. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Yeah, I tell you what, when you start a game in the first quarter and you show me I will run my quarterback like you did here, it makes me defend the whole field. It makes me a lot more nervous. You can tell this quarterback will be a threat throughout this football game.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Handoff to the lone back. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the throw out to the sideline for just a few yards. They need a conversion on 3rd and 3 to make the most of that great starting field position. Back to pass, it's Wood. Using the quick game. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big third down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for you.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. Splits the uprights, it's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Now on second down. White wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. On target to the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Let's go. To the air on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. At the 45, on his way. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The Tigers are marching down the field. The give to Davis. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Right back to the well. And there were some collisions in there. The D finally stops him short of the marker. Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on fourth. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. First down for this offense. He wants to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's third and long from the 30. Looking for a man. It's Wood. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Fresno State. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Quickly out to the tight end. Still running at the 40. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10.
Get set, get set.
The give to the tailback. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll try to snap it quickly. Give to the running back. Tackle is made after the 1st down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the 1st down, and that's all that matters.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
A big play for the defense with the 1st down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. They get him down, top run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just run positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Makes a man miss. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to throw, it's Wood. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
This time he's got his man. They make the stop, and that'll bring the 1st quarter to a close. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. 1st down to start the drive after the break. He's going to pass. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Makes the grab on the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The Bulldogs line it up with a 1st and goal. Back to the air one more time. Makes the grab. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. The run up the middle trying to steamroll his way in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown Bulldogs! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Makes a move. He's got an alley. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Memphis. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And the defense knew exactly where that 1st down line was, and they stopped him short.
And the quarterback's in the pocket, and he decides to take off and scramble and just couldn't get to the 1st down marker. You could tell he wanted to pass the football. Maybe it wasn't there. Maybe he scrambled a little bit too soon. But usually when you take off, you better know you're going to get close to that 1st down marker or get it.
He's got great speed. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Field goal the last time they had it.
And oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that 1st drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here in the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of
hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Going with the ground game left. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Memphis picking up the tempo. He'll do it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. He'll try to tack on one more. Right down the boulevard. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Texas A&M packed a wallop today, and in many ways it felt like it packed a 12th man with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in College Station.
The give to the left side. Plows through the defense.
Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. It's caught downfield. Hits the accelerator to the right. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Fresno State. And once he got loose, it was all over.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Man, this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Memphis will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up with...
Ball in the air, intercepted! And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Movement here from the tight end. He'll keep it himself. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They'll run the option. On the move at the 30. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buying some time. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
All right, defensive ends, you've got to do a better job not getting too far up the field on these pass rush situations. You've got to be able to retrace. You can get to the level of the...
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse. Fires into traffic, picked off. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. Oh, what a move! Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Memphis! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get loaded up.
They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Looking to throw, it's Wood. They're bringing heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He gets a block. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. First down here for the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got his man quickly. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from, and that pass intercepted. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. At the 15, he's loose. How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass? Trying to find his man on first down. Fires to the tight end. And you make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. Memphis ready to kick it deep and get the second half going.
31, Fresno State, 24.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. And I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field, and scoring right away, trying to put pressure on the opposing offense.
Fresno State right back to the line. To the ground, he's got it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Setting up the screen. Runs through a tackle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. To throw, it's Wood. Finds a man on the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Well, that's two very good decisions on that play by the quarterback, right? Number one, not to hand it off. That was the right look to throw into it. The second good decision was his guy was covered, so don't throw it. Just take off and get what you can get. You got to like the decision-making this guy is showing right now in this game.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. They'll operate out of split backs.
42 Spider.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Quick strike complete.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
To the 10. Afterburners coming. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gets it out quickly. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Memphis, 38. Fresno State, 24.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
You know, it's so important.
Second down.
To want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Bulldogs are in the hurry up.
This offensive line does such a good job communicating in their pass protection. You can see guys passing defenders off to one another, and that's why the quarterback had so much time to complete that throw deep downfield.
Looking for the end zone. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Let's see what they've got on second down. The back goes in motion. Dropping back, it's Wood. Unloads to the right. Makes the catch. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll run it on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Looking to take a shot. Pass on the way. It's picked off. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Fresno State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. LSU delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Baton Rouge. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Looking at a 2nd and short now. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Got it behind the line. It's Jones. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
And as an offense, you've got an unconventional call. You're trying to get your receiver the ball using crease.
Oh, they're faking it. Throwing right. And they pull it off. He's got it for the 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback on the keeper. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Running back goes in motion. Handoff from the gun. They bring him down, but not before he picks up a Memphis 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Quickly complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Kick the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on 3rd down, and life is much better. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Try to get it on the ground. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
Man, on 4th and 2, I'm looking at my offensive line. I'm like, you got to give me just a little slither. Great job by the offensive line, blocking up just enough to get the 1st down, running physically downhill. That's all you want on those 4th and 2 situations.
From the gun, the ground game. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes in the 22.
And how about the inside linebacker flying through there? You see those guys come up, you see how fast they can come up and fit the run. But how about blitzing the quarterback, getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack?
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So on 4th down, it's a fake. It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. And the pass falls incomplete on the fake field goal, and I'm not sure they'll go back to that one again. It's nice to be a riverboat gambler and all, but man, oh man, when it goes against you, it can be ugly. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. He's got his man. Finds a crease at the 20. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And now this offense on 1st and goal has a chance to break the tie late. With jet sweep pass. Touchdown Bulldogs! They move on top here in the 4th. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Looks as if he'll have enough to give Memphis a first down.
Yeah, and a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Still on his feet at the 35. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line.
Gonna take a shot. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
Fires to the big fella. Makes a catch and knocked down.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
Tackled after picking up the first down. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Across the 25, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. A shot toward the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Memphis. Lining up for the PAT. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level.
Oh, it's out! The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. To the air, it's Wood. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Fresno State will have to punt. A high kick trying to pin them deep. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Safe completion on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
And you're seeing why this guy is on the field during 2-minute situations. He can catch the football and make things happen. Nobody open downfield. Just dump it down to him and let the guy go to work, pick up a huge play, and help this offense get in position to win the game.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll run it from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. And off to Jones. Open space at the 25. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Getting some heat. He's going to take off. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the 4th quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
On 2nd and goal, they go right back to him. Touchdown, Tigers! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Number 22.
And man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there, finish this thing off.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the returner will be brought down. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking downfield, it's Wood. Here's a throw downfield late. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air, but a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
4th down, gotta have it here. The completion well past the sticks. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. And the offense falls on the ball, but they'll still have to give it up. They're short of the first down. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Defense playing a bail technique. Finds his big tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was